What is this?
Think your hometown is boring?
It's someplace new.
Well, it probably is compared to these places.
What have you done?
Exactly what I had to. Every step of the way.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 fictional towns in movies.
It's huge. That's incredible.
For this list, we've picked completely fictional cities we'd love to visit, mostly.
We're going to see the elves.
So, fictionalized depictions like the Los Angeles of Blade Runner don't count.
We will. We can bring Gotham back.
Number 10, Basin City, Sin City.
Walk down the right back alley in Sin City, and you could find anything.
More commonly known as Sin City, Basin City is a crime-ridden city found in the western United States. Like many towns, it's broken down into several different neighborhoods. The poor and desolate stick to their side, and the wealthy and prosperous stay to theirs.
I don't have nearly enough cash on me to bribe this cop.
But the most interesting neighborhood has to be Old Town, a place where prostitution is rampant and cops are not allowed.
The merchandise is on display by the time I make my way to Old Town.
Gritty, chaotic, and anything but black and white, Sin City is a spot for the debauched and self-indulgent to spend their time.
Everyone would lie for me, everyone who counts. Otherwise, all their own lies, everything that runs Sin City, it all comes tumbling down like a pack of cards.
Number 9, Hogsmeade, the Harry Potter franchise. Found just off the grounds of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry is this quintessential quaint British town, and the sole village in Britain occupied only by magical creatures.
Those weasels. Never told me about any marauders, Matt.
Harry isn't going to keep it. He's going to turn it over to Professor McGonagall.
The town is home to memorable locales like the Three Broomsticks, where you can grab a butterbeer, or the slightly sketchier pub, the Hogshead, which hosts a less savory clientele.
Oh, Three Broomsticks and I go way back further than I care to admit.
There's also Zonko's Joke Shop and Honeyduke's, where you can grab a sweet treat. Just steer clear of the Shrieking Shack, the most haunted house in Britain.
Now, remember, these visits to Hogsmeade Village are a privilege. Should your behaviour reflect poorly on the school in any way, that privilege shall not be extended again.
Number 8, Halloween Town, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Halloween Town is by far the most exciting of the 7 holiday worlds.
Where are we?
And by exciting, we mean terrifying. It's full of exactly the same stuff nightmares are made of. Werewolves, witches, vampires, ghosts, and monsters of all shapes and sizes. The town's residents are an eclectic bunch, but the most well-known of them is Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King. If the town isn't weird enough for you, just venture to its outskirts to find a haunted graveyard or the iconic Spiral Hill.
All right. Here you go, boy.
Number 7, the Capital, the Hunger Games franchise.
I volunteer! I volunteer! I volunteer as tribute!
As the center of wealth in an impoverished society, the Capital represents everything that is corrupt and imbalanced in this war-torn society.
Welcome.
It's a beautiful place of gray skyscrapers and glass buildings.
How are you finding the capital? Don't say with a map.
But its beauty only hides the brutality of the government behind it.
I mean, if we just wanted to intimidate the districts, why not round up 24 of them at random and execute them all at once? It'd be a lot faster.
The only region of Panem that doesn't send tributes to the Hunger Games, the Capital is home to the country's wealthiest, most of whom spend excessive amounts on high-end, bizarre fashions, speak in a strange dialect, and gamble on the Hunger Games.
War. Terrible war. Widows, orphans, a motherless child. This was the uprising that rocked our land.
Number 6, Toontown, Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Cut, 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 cut!
What the hell was wrong with that cake?
This is the anthropomorphic city where everything has a mind of its own.
Forget it. I don't work Toontown.
What's wrong with Toontown? Every Joe loves Toontown.
Get Joe to do the job, because I ain't going.
Found near Hollywood, California, everything in Toontown is completely animated, meaning inanimate objects like buildings can come alive.
How about those Brooklyn Dodgers? Are they bums or what?
The only things that aren't cartoons are foreign objects that find a way there, or the humans that come and visit.
She's married to Roger Rabbit.
Yeah. What a lucky girl.
Laws of physics are basically non-existent, but non-toons still need to watch out because they can get hurt, especially with a baddie like Judge Doom running loose. In a city like this, anything can and does happen.
Take comfort, son. You're not the first man whose wife played patty cake on him.
Number 5. Rivendell, the Lord of the Rings franchise.
Welcome to Rivendell, Frodo Baggins.
J.R.R. Tolkien created his share of exceptional fictional towns, including the likes of Hobbiton and Minas Tirith. But it's the elven realm of Rivendell that stands out.
We set out from Rivendell with 7 companions.
Home to the elves of Middle-earth, the name Rivendell translates to Deep Valley of the Cleft, which explains its lush landscape between 2 mountains and the endless waterfalls surrounding it.
And you're lucky to be here, too.
Throughout the series, the hobbits, the men, and their traveling companions voyage through Rivendell, where they meet elves like Arwen and Elrond. Number 4. Hill Valley, California, the Back to the Future franchise.
No McFly ever amounted to anything in the history of Hill Valley.
Yeah, well, history is gonna change.
Home to the McFly family for generations, multiple iterations of this typical American town are shown throughout the series. Whereas in 1985, the corner shop is Lou's Fitness Aerobics Center, in 1955, it's Lou's Cafe, and in 1885, it's a saloon where you can get a shot of whiskey.
In here, we pour whiskey.
But don't get us started on what happens in alternate 1985 when Biff gets his hands on things.
It's like we're in hell or something.
No, it's Hill Valley, although I can't imagine hell being much worse.
However, no matter which era in Hill Valley's history Doc and Marty travel to, everything is tied together by its clock tower.
As mayor of Hill Valley, it gives me great pleasure to dedicate this clock to the people of Hill County. May it stand for all time.
Number 3. Gotham City, the Batman franchise.
Gotham isn't beyond saving.
As a fictionalized version of New York City, it's not a surprise that the city has more than a slight dark edge to it.
Gotham's time has come. Like Constantinople or Rome before it. The city has become a breeding ground for suffering and injustice. It is beyond saving and must be allowed to die.
The town is a perpetual NYC at night below 14th Street, making it a permanently sinister locale.
Lieutenant, is there a 6-foot bat in Gotham City?
Gotham itself is dark, with sleek architecture and numerous skyscrapers. And this dark atmosphere allows many criminals to call it home, creating many foes for Batman.
There ain't no bat.
But despite its numerous problems, there's something captivating about the city that makes you want to root for it.
I'm here to see some of the wildlife in Gotham City.
Number 2. Cloud City, Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
You'll find I'm full of surprises.
A city in the clouds sounds like heaven, and that's exactly what this city looks like.
You look absolutely beautiful. You truly belong here with us among the clouds.
The station hovers in the middle of the fluffiest clouds ever, the kind you'd love to take a nap in. The city itself is an outpost of the planet Bespin.
Bespin is pretty far, but I think we can make it.
And was originally known to be a gas mining colony.
It's not true. That's impossible.
The beautiful city also serves as a backdrop to one of the most memorable moments in Star Wars history, when Luke and Darth Vader duel there.
You are beaten. It is useless to resist.
Don't let yourself be destroyed as Obi-Wan did.
Before we unveil our #1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Okay, this is it, Mac, the Daily Planet.
Ask any Who, and they'll have this to say: there is no place like Whoville around Christmas Day.
We made it. What are you talking about?
We fashioned this city on stolen memories.
Nothing's free in Waterworld.
#1, Emerald City, The Wizard of Oz.
There's Emerald City. Oh, we're almost there at last. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Found at the heart of the merry old land of Oz, at the end of the Yellow Brick Road, and somewhere over the rainbow, Emerald City is home to the great and powerful Oz.
I'll have to give the matter a little thought. Go away and come back tomorrow.
Dorothy and friends travel long and far to get there, hampered the entire way by the Wicked Witch of the West.
Well, my little pretty, I can cause accidents too.
When they finally do come upon this glittering city, they find it's a spectacular place where almost everything's green and everyone looks a bit familiar.
Oh, ew. Oh.
Like the wizard who lives there, Emerald City's reputation precedes it.
Let's hurry!
Yes, let's run!
Do you agree with our list?
More than anything.
Which fictional city would you like to visit? For more can't-miss top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Salute your courage and your sacrifice.